Which burst skills cannot be effectively countered by Twilight Armor? Hey guys, Scarletz here. So for today's topic, I actually got inspired by Zahar's request about listing all skills that can deal more than 500 damage. While I'm sure every hero is able to deal 500 damage depending on their build and the enemy's defense. For example, if I give Angela mage items, then she can surely deal 500 damage with her first skill. So instead of listing skills that can activate Twilight Armor, I'm going to list some burst skills that cannot really be countered effectively by it. Starting with number 1, we got Kadita's ultimate. Her ultimate is able to deal tons of damage, but the damage itself is split into parts and each part only deals around 300 damage. So even though Kadita can deal massive damage overall, well, it can't really be reduced by Twilight Armor. Now if you say, sir, if you give Kadita her normal build, I'm sure each wave can deal more than 500 damage. You are correct, but there are two things you need to know. First, a single hit burst skill will be reduced more effectively compared to a burst skill with multiple hits. For example, my Kadita here can deal 1235 damage with each wave, for a total of 7410 damage in the first phase. Now if I give the dummy Twilight Armor, which can reduce excess damage by 34%, then the total damage should drop to around 5060. But instead, it only goes down to 5910, so it's clear that multiple hit burst damage makes Twilight Armor less effective. Second, Twilight Armor only activates after the damage goes through defense. This means each of Kadita's waves will be reduced by the enemy's defense first before Twilight Armor's damage reduction is applied. So instead of dealing 1235, against an enemy with 138 magic defense, each wave will only deal 574 damage. And here's a list of burst damage skills that some players may thought it could be reduced effectively by Twilight Armor. After Kadita, we got Ammon's ultimate, Gusion's daggers, and Helkert's stingers. These skills may look like a single instance of burst damage, but they're not. That's why Twilight Armor will be less effective in countering them. So, if some skills cannot be effectively countered by Twilight Armor, then which skills actually can? Well, I'm sure all players has their own list, so I'll share mine for you. And to make it quick, these heroes below will at least have one or more burst damage skills that can be effectively countered by Twilight Armor. And these are heroes whose basic attack can deal tons of damage, especially when they crit. And I guess that's all for today's video. How about you guys? Against which hero would you use Twilight Armor? Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you around.